This is a story about a wisdom I applied at my grieving moment. Grief does something strange for the human heart. It weakens you, yet it forces you to think clearly. When my husband died, the tears came freely. Also did a quiet voice inside me, telling me to be careful. I didn't know why I listened. I only knew that in that moment of pain, wisdom whispered before danger arrived. Before we could even mourn my husband, they were already coming. This is Doreen Revenge. When truth hurts, my stories heal. My name is Amaka. The night everything changed did not begin with fear. It began like any other journey. A car, a road, familiar voices, ordinary plans. My husband was driving. I was beside him. Our house help, Adiri, sat quietly behind us. None of us knew that this would be the last time our lives would be ordinary. The accident happened suddenly. I remember sound before pain. I remember confusion before fire. When I woke up, I was in a hospital bed, my body aching but still whole. Odiri was beside me, shaken but alive. My husband wasn't, not yet gone, but not with us either. The doctors said we were lucky. I didn't feel lucky. I felt empty. After weeks in the hospital, Adiri and I were discharged. My injuries healed faster than my heart. My husband was still admitted. I believed he would come home. I believed hope was enough. That night, at home, our dog barked endlessly. From sunset to midnight. From midnight to dawn. It was unlike him. But grief makes you miss signs you don't yet understand. I didn't sleep. Something felt wrong. Heavy, restless, unfinished. At exactly 5 a.m., my phone rang. It was my son. His voice was not steady. "Mummy, Daddy is gone." The world stopped. I did not scream. I did not cry. Something inside me went quiet. And in that silence, instinct took over. The first thing I did was not collapse. The first thing I did was think. I gathered every document I could find. Investments, land papers, business files. Some were in my husband's name. Some were in my name. Some were in both. I packed them into a bag. And before the sun rose fully, I walked to a neighbor I trusted. I said only one thing. "Please keep this for me. I will come back for it." By 7 p.m. that same day, his people arrived. Not slowly. Not gently. They went straight to his room. They searched. They asked questions I didn't answer. They didn't come to mourn. They came to claim. That was when the war began. They asked about documents. I said nothing. They demanded burial arrangements. I stayed quiet. Then they said something I will never forget. "We will not bury him until you bring the papers." I had 7 children. 7, all looking at me for safety. And in that moment I understood something clearly. Grief has rules, but greed has none. His mother was old, weak in body, but strong in heart. She loved me. She stood by me. She told them to stop. They didn't listen. They took me to court. A widow. 7 children. Still grieving. They believed I would break. They were wrong. In court I spoke calmly. I presented truth, not anger. I showed proof. I showed ownership. I showed intention. And the law did what family refused to do. It protected the living. I won. Not because I was stronger, but because I was prepared. Today my children are safe. Their future intact. Their father buried with dignity. And I carry one lesson forever. When tragedy strikes, love must be guided by wisdom. I didn't fight my husband's family. I fought for my children. And that is a battle I would fight again, without regret. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, hit subscribe and join the family. More truth, more power, more stories coming.